My daughter is here, and we honor God for her. And we want to lift her in prayer. One of her friends was killed last night, and we want to pray for her. Amen. That God will strengthen her. Amen. Amen. 1 Thessalonians chapter 5. I want to look at one verse. So I hope my sermon not long. Amen. But I'm going to take time through it. Amen. 1 Thessalonians chapter 5. Amen. Oh, I got up here on 10 and didn't even do protocol. Y'all help me honor God for the queen of my house. Honor God for Pastor Dominic Webb. Honor God for him. All of our deacons and all of our intercessors. Amen. All our visitors. Amen. We honor God for all of you. 1 Thessalonians chapter 5, verse number 18. If you're there, shout, I'm there. I'm there. I'm going to read from the New American Standard version of the Bible. Amen. I'm pausing not because I'm lost. I'm pausing because I'm hearing the Lord talk to me. Amen. Amen. So y'all try not to walk on me too much today. Amen. Amen. 1 Thessalonians 5, verse number 18. We honor God for all of you, all of those that are streaming with us. Amen. Via Facebook Live. Just in case y'all didn't know, y'all can also find our services on YouTube. Amen. If you search Pastor Kareem Jackson Resurrection Church 2019, you got a plethora of videos that will pop up. Amen. So we do have a YouTube channel. Amen. And you guys can also check out. Also, amen, before I preach, amen, if you go to the back, we've got 2 vendor tables. One of those being to buy some of my preaching material. You can do that. Amen. Or you can also buy, amen, scrubs, soaps, shea butter, amen, from a glass of beauty. Yes, sir. She taking the world by storm. And I am so glad about it. Did you hear me? I said, I'm glad. Ain't no hateration in me at all. Somebody asked me why. Because every dime she may come to my house. I said, you don't hear what I'm saying. That's the power of a married life. Amen. 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 So we honor God. She don't succeed, and I thank God for it. Amen. Did y'all see the post I put up with me with my facial scrub? Listen, y'all see my skin is luxurious. You hear me? So you know her stuff work. I got my own soap and everything. So, amen. And listen, I know the stuff work because I'm the test dummy. So she tried all that stuff. All that stuff, man. So I already know, you know, yeah. All right, let's preach. So before y'all leave, y'all patronize our tables. Amen. Patronize our tables. Amen. Amen. Oh, also, if my mind is running. If you are in need of biblical counseling, you can get with me. Amen. I do counsel. I don't do it for free, but I do counsel. Amen. Not just married couples. We counsel in general. So, whatever you need, I keep saying that because let me say this about y'all. Here's your rebuke. This probably gonna be one of your rebukes today. Y'all wait until stuff hit the fan before you call me. Y'all need to stop that. If I'm telling you that I'm available to help you, call me when the problem starts. Amen. Amen. Don't call me when it's already hit the fan and then you want me to work a miracle in 24 hours. It don't work like that, man. Amen. Amen. So, amen. I am here to serve you. Amen. Whatever you need, please, ma'am, please, sir, let me know. Amen. Amen. Now, I will say this, as we grow, as our ministry progresses, which it is doing, I I am accessible, but there are going to be times when I send you to Nisi to get on my calendar or whatever, because I can't remember all that, all right? I'm not being bougie. I want y'all to know I'm not being bougie. I will deal with whatever you need me to, but there are going to be times when you can't get to me. I need you to talk. Sister Nisi, wave your hand so they know who you are. Nisi is my assistant. She does my calendar. She does our church stuff. Amen. And so she will be there, amen, to help you. She'll be able to tell you what's on my calendar, what day I'm available, what time I'm available, and then she will get with me for the rest. Amen? All right. Again, what did I say? 1 Thessalonians chapter 5, verse 18. In everything give thanks, for this is God's will for you in Jesus Christ. Touch your neighbor and say, I'm thankful in everything. Come on, touch another neighbor and say, I'm thankful in everything. Amen. Amen. You may be seated in the presence of our God. Thankful in everything. Thank you, ushers. Thank you, everybody. Amen. Now, y'all do me a favor. Y'all don't leave before the benediction. What is church choir? I said don't leave before the benediction. Amen. Amen. All right. Robert Emmons says, and I quote, "It's easy to feel grateful when life is good. But when disaster strikes, gratitude is worth the effort." Brothers and sisters, it's always easy to be grateful when you are in the euphoric state of bliss in your life, when it seems that everything in your life is going right. Everything that you want, you have. Everything you want to see happens in your life happens. In those moments of your life, it is easy to be grateful. But what happens, brothers and sisters, when life goes wrong? My response is that not only will a grateful attitude help, but a grateful attitude becomes essential. In fact, brothers and sisters, it is precisely under crisis conditions when we have the most to gain by having a grateful perspective on life. In the face of demoralization, gratitude has the power to energize. In the face of brokenness, gratitude has the power to heal. In the face of despair, gratitude has the power to bring hope. In other words, gratitude can help us cope with the hard times in our lives. Now, hear me, brothers and sisters. I'm not saying that it's going to come naturally or it will be easy, because you have to understand that we are human and we feel pain and we feel hardship. But brothers and sisters, hear me. It is vital to make the distinction between feeling grateful and being grateful. Brothers and sisters, feelings follow from the way we look at the world. Thoughts we have about the way things are, the way things should be, and the distance between 2 points, meaning that going with my feelings depends on my perception. So when you are in your feelings with the wrong perception, then everything looks distorted around you. And what happens as a byproduct is we can't see the light shining through the darkness in our minds. And so as we embark on the growth and maturation of our lives, we have to understand with clarity and precision that we can't be defined by living in our feelings. But brothers and sisters, being grateful is a choice. Lord, I choose to be grateful. It is a prevailing attitude that endures in relatively any situation, which means I become immune to the gains and the losses that flow in and out of my life. When disaster strikes, it is gratitude that provides a perspective from which I can live and I can view my life, because it is, brothers and sisters, my understanding that when you have a spirit of gratitude, gratitude helps you look at a situation and say, no matter what I'm in, it's only temporary. I thought y'all was going to push me. I said it's only temporary. Everything I'm going through, it is only a temporary circumstance. Yes, this perspective is hard to achieve, but I dare you to touch somebody and tell them, but it's worth the fight. It's worth the fight. So trials and suffering can eventually define and refine and deepen our gratitude if you allow them to show us not to take my suffering for granted, but understand that if I learn how to be grateful through it all, I'll get through it all. I wish I had a church, right? I said if I learn how to be grateful, it wasn't even in my notes. I said if I learn how to be grateful through it all, God will help me get through it all. Touch somebody, tell them you better learn how to be. I wish I had a real church. I said touch somebody and tell them you gotta learn how to be grateful. Yeah. Let me do some work and I promise I'm almost done. Brothers and sisters, please understand that this theme of gratitude is unheard of for the heart that is unregenerated. In other words, the heart that has not been changed, the life that has not been saved, does not understand what it means to have gratitude. Paul identifies the unbelievers as the ungrateful. When you read Romans chapter 1, verse 21, it says, for even though they knew God, through conscience and general revelation, watch it, he said they did not honor him as God or give thanks, but they became futile in their speculations and foolish in their heart, and their heart was darkened. Because those who are not connected to God don't appreciate what God has done for them. But when you have been saved and God has given you a divine mind of transformation, or as Lady Jackson calls it, a mind shift, then y'all don't hear what I'm saying, he produces in us a new heart that longs to obey Paul's injunction when he said, in everything. Hey y'all, this is a simple, straightforward statement that leaves the believer with no excuse. Here it is. No matter what struggles, trials, tests, or the vicissitudes that occur in the lives of the Christian, we are commanded to give thanks. Hold on, y'all. This is not something that you have the option to do. This is a command by Almighty God that says, if you know that I'm a good God, and if you know that there is nothing that you go through that I can't pull you out of, you don't have a reason to walk around complaining. You don't have a reason to walk around with your head down. You got to learn in everything, give. Which says thankfulness is the byproduct of the Christian life. Let's not bore y'all too long. Let me see if I can get my education in right about here and tell you, here's point number first. Gratitude is because of, not in spite of. The Greek translation is in patati eucharisteo, which literally means in everything give thanks. Or the other translation is be grateful. It means to show gratitude toward, which says that there is a silver lining in every cloud. God, I'm going to shout right here, is with us no matter what befalls It is, brothers and sisters, God's will that we find joy in prayer in Jesus Christ. Watch this. In every condition. Y'all not talking to me today. It's not in the character of the believer to be unfaithful. How do you know that, Deacon Taylor? Because Romans 8:28 sets forth this overarching principle. I know you're tired of me saying it, but it just brings life. And the text says, and we know. Hold on, let me pause. Everybody don't know what you know. But anybody that's connected to God, we know that God causes all things to work together for good to those who love God, to those who are the called according to his purpose. Pastor, can you make that make sense? It is God's providence, his sovereign blending of all of life's contingencies for the believer that ultimately brings God's blessing. Can I pause and prophesy right about here? God is trying to change your perception so God can get you a blessing out of your crisis. Lord, I don't think they felt what I just said. Can you help me make an announcement to your neighbor? Touch your neighbor and say, neighbor, I don't care what you're going through in your life. I want you to touch them and tell them, I don't care what you're going through in your life. Tell them not only did he say it was temporary, but tell your neighbor God's got the biggest blessing coming out of your biggest pain. All of the pain, all of the problems, all of the pressure that you find yourself going through is not only temporary. There is a blessing in between your start and your finish. You got to learn how to learn well. Because if you learn well, you can praise hard. Come on, y'all. Let's praise hard or go home. We going hard or we going home. In everything, I got to learn how to tell God thank you. Not because of how it feels, but because something good is coming out of it. I wish you would lean on somebody and tell them God's about to make this thing bless you.
Come on, Jackson.
Hey, y'all. There's a purpose for it. That says that because I know that no matter what comes up in my walk with God, come on, me and you, Linda, one-on-one. God is in it. Oh, Jesus. I said, no matter what comes up in my life, God is in it. Now, watch this. I might be in it, but I'm not in it by myself. I wish you would high five somebody in your area and tell them, I don't care what you in. Look around, he's in it with you. I prove it. Somebody said, prove it. How do you know he's in it with you? Because you ain't dead yet. I feel a riot gonna break out in about 7 minutes and 36 seconds. I said, you know God is in it, because I'm in it and I ain't dead yet. The devil is already trying to figure out how is it that I threw my best shot and they're still standing. It's my spirit of gratitude, because it's not about what I'm going through. I got an attitude of gratitude, and my attitude kicks in when our hell breaks loose. That's what's wrong with some of y'all. Some of y'all have the wrong perspectives. You have the wrong perception because you're looking at it as a disaster. It's not a disaster. It's an opportunity. That's why David says, I will bless the Lord at all times, and his praises shall continually be in my mouth. My continual praise shows my gratitude. I dare you to bump somebody and tell them, I got something to thank him for. Hold on. I'm finna move on. I got one more thing I need to show you right about here. And that is this. That God is working at the bottom for my good.
Yes, sir.
But hold on. There's another element. It's for his glory. is going to use me as a ministry model for his glory. I ain't talking to y'all until 2020. Hey, y'all. God is using me as a ministry model to get glory out of my story. Wait a minute, Pastor. What is the byproduct of becoming a ministry model? God gets the glory, but you get the miracle. I just need 20 people in this Catholic church to jump up and sit back down and say, use me for your glory. Because there's so much I need God to give me. There's so much that I need God to process me through. And I understand that if God is using me, God is using me because there's glory coming out of this. Can I give you one more prophecy? There shall be glory after this. If you can endure, if you can survive, if you can still praise God, there will be glory. Somebody shout after this. Right now, I'm finna let you go. Here's my last point this morning. I'm gonna bid y'all good morning. Nothing in my life can stop my gratitude. Y'all not ready for me today. Hey, y'all better be prepared for me to scream, dance, buck for the whole month of November. Nothing in my life can stop my gratitude. Hey, do me a favor. Can you throw one hand up and make a solemn declaration that nothing in my life will stop my thank you? Even in times of great anxiety, fear, worry, and stress, a prayerful attitude of thanksgiving should characterize the believer. Okay, I'm finna say something that y'all gonna say, his braids must be too tight. But watch this. Crisis can make us more grateful.
Yeah. Come on, Jackson. Come on, Jackson.
Because I'm a researcher. Research shows that gratitude helps us to cope with a crisis. Because consciously cultivating an attitude of gratitude, it builds up a sort, watch this, a psychological immune system that helps us to cushion when we fall. There is scientific evidence that grateful people are more resilient to stress, whether minor everyday hassles or major personal upheaval. The contrast between suffering and redemption serves as a basis for one of the tips that practices gratitude. Here it is. Remember the bad times. Wait a minute, Pastor.
Come on, Jackson.
Wait a minute, Pastor. You tripping? Did you just tell me? Remember?
No, you're not tripping. Go ahead.
Hold on, Pastor. I thought we were supposed to forget all the bad stuff. No. You forget offenses as it relates to sin and forgiveness. But your personal hell, remember that. Hold on, because it works this way. I'm getting out of here. Right after this. Rodney, I'm getting out of here. Clyde, I'm going. I'm leaving. I'm going. Watch this. Think of the worst time in your life. Your sorrows, your losses, your sadness. You got it? Then remember that able to remember. There we go. I almost ran. Hey, what that mean? You made it through it.
Come on, Jackie. Amen.
I've been through the worst of times, but I made it. Woo! I wish you would do me a favor. Lean on your neighbor that look like they got attitude because the time went back an hour. Look at them and tell them, you survived the worst of times. You've been through trauma. You got through trials. You endured temptation. You survived a bad relationship. You are making your way out of the dark. Remember the bad things. And then do like my granddaddy said, my soul, my soul looks back and it wonders how I made it over. I dare you to look back over your shoulder. Y'all didn't do it. I said I dare you to look back over your shoulder. Look back in your mind. Look back in your mind's eye. And remember that through your life, you went through hell. I wish I would help me preach. I said, look back. Yes. At your life. Look back at everything that God brought you through. And you ought to go crazy. Because even though I went through, I made it. I wish I had a real church that could help me shout right there. Because through it all, I made it. I had to cry, but I made it. I felt by myself, but I made it. The odds were against me, but I made it. Can you help me preach? And touch your neighbor and say, neighbor, you are lucky and an overcomer. Y'all not helping me. Look at your neighbor and let's have church a minute. Grab you a neighbor. I'm closing the book. I said, grab your neighbor. Look him in the face and say, neighbor, look at me. I'm a testimony. I didn't make it on my own. I'm just standing here to tell you, if it had not been for the Lord that was on my side, I would have been crazy. My enemies would have overtaken me. But I thank God that God preserved my mind. I want to thank God that the Lord has blessed me. So in everything, I made up in my mind. I'ma praise God no matter what it looks like. I made up in my mind. It can be rough, but I'ma still praise Him. Lean on your neighbor and say, neighbor, I don't know about you, but I got a reason to wave my hands. I got a reason to jump for joy. I got a reason to scream. God pull me out. Somebody shout yes. Hey, let me get out of here. But let me put in a disclaimer. I said, let me put in a disclaimer. And it goes like this. Every time I turn around, the Lord keeps on making a way. So that means I'm not going to wait till He pulls me out. I'ma just remember what He's Hey, y'all. Is there anybody here that can open your mouth and declare, it don't have to look right, but I'ma still tell them thank you? Y'all not helping to keep preaching. I said it don't have to look right, but I'ma still tell them thank you. Let me tell you what I know. Everything, let's dance, me and you one on one. Let me tell you what I know. Thank you is a good medicine, because what it tells God, I'm not moved by how it looks, because it can be bad, but He's still good. Is there anybody here? No, God is good. Circumstance bad, but God is good. Tears in my eyes, but God is good. What I told you last week, let's tell you one more time. It's 11:59. It's 11:59. We remain in good night. Shalom. I got joy coming. I got joy coming. Let me check out of here. Joy is internal. Joy is internal. That's why in everything I can give Him thanks, because thank you is in me. Y'all didn't hear me. I said thank you is in me, so I don't have to wait till the battle is over, but shout. goodness. Oh my goodness. Some people trying to figure out, is all that necessary today? Hey, hold up. Let's see if I can get 7 of y'all to help me dance. Did y'all know we in a holiday season? Hey, did y'all know we were about to turn a decade? I got a prophecy for you, and I'm gonna pre-prophesy my 2020. Let's see if 10 of y'all will help me dance. Everything God prepared me for in 2019, it's gonna pursue me in 2020. Wait a minute, that didn't make sense. Wait a minute, that didn't make sense. Everybody that opened a business this year, business is gonna pursue you next year. Oh God. Every person that's like me, that God has been changing your heart this year, blessings are gonna overtake you in 2020. I need 10 dancers to hit the dance floor and praise God for your everything. I've been through hell, but I'm a dance for the manifestation. hand. Look at somebody and tell them, this dance is not even for right now. Look at your neighbor and say, neighbor, I need you to do me a favor. You might can't dance, but you can jump. You can clap. You can open your mouth. Hold on, let me tell you what this is for. If you don't go crazy now, I feel bad for your 2020. Let me give you this last word, and I'm gonna bid y'all good morning. Here's my prophecy. Everything you thank God for, God is about to elevate it in your life. Wait a minute. But Sean, you have to thank him now when you don't have it. Because this praise